And welcome! This is ballerscuba with my very first stream. Hopefully everything goes okay this time. I'm just not entirely sure that things are going to go okay. But I'm going to do my best to make sure that things do go okay. For those of you that did not make it, which apparently is going to be all of you, there is a good reason for that. It's because I'm doing it 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday, Western time, Western United States time, Pacific time, which means that it's probably past midnight or early morning for most of you. So I'm going to be playing some Dungeons of Dredmor. Should somebody show up, we will see that in the chat. I will try to record that so that you can see it. I have to have another laptop open, a laptop open so that I can actually see that. But we're going to head into Dungeons of Dredmor. That is the plan today, and I'll probably do some stories as I go in, and we'll talk about that. It's been a while since I played any Dungeons of Dredmor, so let's just start a new game. I tried to do a little bit of, testing earlier, so let's try to, let's leave it on Dwarvish moderation. We'll do something medium. We'll turn off permadeath, no reloading after death. I don't know. It seems like that's not the way to go for me this time. And then we'll leave it kind of standard, same floors, same experience. We won't make it smaller for me. Let's head in. All right, so I did do at least a little bit of research into this. There were a couple things that I was advised to do. The first thing is unarmed combat. I was told that was actually pretty good. Let's see what else is available. Master of Arms. I was told like this is a good setup, especially for somebody that's just kind of starting out, which is basically where I am right now. I still have not too much of an idea of what I am doing. I was told archaeology is almost overpowered because it can be so good. So we're going to try that. We're going to go with smithing and tinkering. And then after that, let's put shields on. Like I said, that's kind of a specific build. And we'll do psionics. All right. I think we're good there. We'll name our character. Based on the stories that we're probably going to be telling today, I'm going to make a female character. I'm going to name her Ruby. All right, let's head in, Ruby. Let's see what we got. I probably shouldn't say that too loud. She's back there somewhere. In ages long past, great heroes bound the Dark Lord Dredmor in the depths of the earth that his evil would trouble the land nevermore. Alas, the foul lich Dredmor proved most devious and patient, for he has been loosening his magical bonds, slowly freeing himself to again spread his evil in the world of light. He must be stopped. Again! We'll hopefully be able to stop him. Once more, it is a time of adventure, of glory. It is a time for a hero. Unfortunately, this hero is you. You have been summoned by the king to prove yourself, to save the land and its people, to join the heroes of legend in victory over the Dungeons of Dredmor. Ooh, funky. All right, so we got some candles. I already have a softball. Seems a little sexist to start me with that. It's a me, Ruby. Everything's kind of small here, so I hope you guys can see it at least a little bit. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I should be able to open up the character screen. All right, so 131. Seems like that is this. I don't know. It just seems like the iron breastplate's gonna be better for me, but it's difficult to say. Kick block door, or we could just open this one. All right, so you're just somebody, right? Nope, you are an enemy. So let's go ahead and kick you. I'm not even supposed to be here today. He blocked it. There's one enemy down, but I got hit. All right, so we can get some cheese. Just put that in inventory. New style Pilsner slowly restores health spell points. That's useful. Shoddy Dwarven IED. Sure. And then a fiery wand. So I think the idea here is to open up my inventory, put some of this stuff in the inventory. We got 13 softballs, a Pilsner, and an IED. So if I right-click it, can I do anything with that? Sort for me. All right, so doesn't seem like I can do anything with it yet. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on here. Let's head up here. What do we have here? Are those enemies? We've discovered the mouth of engines. Those are actually enemies. So, hooray. Let's just wait. No? Alright, wait. Okay, he's going this way, so I'll kick him here. So far, things aren't necessarily going the best for me. I still have some health, though. Alright, 10 Zork mids. Lutefisk. Let's just eat that. Am I restoring health? No. Apparently, I have to right-click it from here. Alright, and then cheese. We'll eat some cheese, too. Sewer brew, more spell points coming my way. Nobody really sees me yet, as far as I can tell. So let's just kind of walk around and restore some hit points for me. Cheddar cheese, specifically applewood cheddar. Alright. Copper wire. Put that in my inventory somewhere. Let you come my way. We got veggies. Alright, I might have to run here. Doing way more damage to me than I'm doing to you. Yeah, I already have to run. Alright, smoked applewood cheddar cheese. Just go ahead and eat that. That'll be for the best. Oh, man. So already things are not necessarily going my way. Can I purchase anything here? Not really. I was told sometimes there's free stuff in there. But apparently not today. Alright, so that's locked. This is locked. This is locked. So apparently I kind of have to go this way. Kick him! I did restore my health. What do I have here? Puts an enemy in a mildly painful, suffocating sleep. I should equip that. Alright, can I use that on you? You resisted it. Alright. I got a level. Alright, so I want to level up archaeology so I can learn It Belongs in a Museum. Send an artifact to the giant secret scary government room full of boxes and gain experience equal to its value. So that's pretty much the idea, is I sell stuff by sending it to the museum. So I got a level. That's something nice. Let's see. How do I send it to the museum? How do I do that? Skills? It belongs in a museum. How do I actually use that, though? I have so much going on here. How do I send something to the museum? They're not giving me too much to go with here. Right? It belongs in a museum. Oh, do I have to... I have to actually use that and then... That's not what I wanted to do. I crushed a toady, though. Alright. So right-click this. Apparently... I don't think I did it right at all. Alright, well, we'll have to figure that one out, but that's the general idea. Bash it open? Yes. You smashed up the chest. Good. Alright, so... see what we have. Bash open the chest. Nothing inside. Probably was. Nothing. Alright, well, see what we can do. They're onto me, aren't they? Alright, we're gonna have to kick him good. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Could be worse. Alright, get out, get out, get out, get out. Alright, eat the cheese. Alright, so I gotta restore that. Spell points, not necessarily my biggest one. Oh. I have to put this here? Is that the idea? Right click it. How do I... It's not working. To use your... Alright, so this... It's an artifact. I just don't know how to pick it. Just doesn't seem to work. It should be giving me experience, which is the point here, but it's not working. It is not working, and that's upsetting me. Like, normally this is the point where... Oh, that is so much better. There we go. Let's do that. That'll help. Jeez. Alright, let's try to get this actually working for me. That'd be great. Right, it belongs in a museum. Can't seem to do it with the trap. Just doesn't seem to work. Alright, we'll have to figure this out some other time. For now, I need to heal. I just have to heal. There's no other way around it. Just walk around until I get back in there. Alright. 29 is gonna have to do it for now. Okay, we got this guy. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know if I want to take on a demon. He's got 47 HP. I think I have a choice, though. Alright, come my way. No? I don't know if I want to attack him if he's not going to go for me. Oh, now is he going for me? The genie? Genie is still leaving me alone. Okay. So I got something done. I got something. Am I out of healing items already? The fruiting body of the inky hob lantern only blooms in the middle of the deepest night of the year. Good thing you're finding these inside the dungeon. Just eat it. I don't know if it's going to be useful. Hey, it made me invisible for exactly 6 moves. That's something. Still haven't quite figured out too much, but let's head back in. Alright, well, that will be useful in time. Pull the lever. Alright. It opens up over here where I can find the brutal club. Damn it, I want to get rid of this stuff. I want to get rid of this, damn it. Ruby is not working out as well as I would like right now. Do I have to put it on the ground? Step on it? That doesn't seem to do the trick. Yeah, that doesn't seem to do it. That's normally how I would think it was done, but apparently that's not how it's done. Am I gonna have to look this up? I already have to look something up? That's not a good start. Heroic vandalism. I got 100 experience for that? Alright, I'll take it. Do I want to attack it? It is peaceful, not attacking you at the moment. Then I'm gonna leave it the hell alone. We're gonna go this way. Do I want to take on this guy, though? This monster has not noticed your presence. It's death. It's only got 31, though. Come to me, and I will punch you and kick you until, hopefully, you are dead, and I am not. Which is weird because you're death. But that is now working out for me. Locked door. Kick it. That worked out, but I don't know if I wanted it to. All right, we got a bat. I'm not doing so well to start here. Reek of fear and lutefisk. How dare you bring up my lutefisk? All right. Jeez, it's just not working out so far. Things aren't going so well. I think I could take this guy on. He sees me. Alright, we got him. What do we have in here? Lockpicks. I'll need those. We have new style Pilsner. Light and crisp, this brew puts no flavor or body between a man and his alcohol. Just the way I like it, without any flavor. It's highly puffy and full of confusing spores. I don't know if I want that at all. Infernal potion. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Plastic bolts, just put away somewhere. Pyrite sun. Don't know what really any of this does. What do we got? We can open that one up. But really, I want to figure out how to do the It Belongs in a Museum. So we're going to have to sort that out. It belongs in a museum. Unfortunately, I kind of have to do this in, like, one-handed. Dungeons of Dredmor. There we go. How do we actually get that done? It has to actually be an artifact. Okay, so I don't have artifacts yet, so that's the reason why I can't actually do it. That's not as useful as I thought it was going to be, but it's still pretty good. Fortunately, I need to heal somewhere. Alright. What do we got? We'll just wait for you. I hope you have a terrible day. How dare you, Electro Blobby? This guy is not being nice to me. Alright, down he goes. I feel like I should use the club for now. So let's set up the club. It is a 4 crushing, 2 piercing, and then a +3. So I think it is better. We do have, I already have a Hashimaki? Sure. It is not what I was hoping. I was hoping for an artifact, but it's not that. Alright, what do we got in here? Artifacts, but probably way more than I got. I can afford a couple of these, but just not sure it's useful right now. Alright, pull this. I pulled the lever, but I don't know what it did. Aged steak. That's useful. Just eat that. Then we can start fighting. Oh yeah, this is better for now. Alright, level up. You must learn a new skill for your skill tone to give the full effect of your level. Alright. So, let's see what we got. Suit up. Let's do like more unarmed. I can do a throwing buffalo technique. Intense training allows you to shove large herd animals with surprising power. This skill has worldly applications to boot. Grants a chance to perform a special knockback attack in melee combat. We have duck and cover, suit up, psychokinetic shove. I can push things away from me. That actually might be nice. I don't know what Remember Your Charlemagne does. It's just a quote, I assume, from Charlemagne. Ingoteer. Alright, so you can make traps with that, I assume. And I get a Mechanicer. I can repair notoriously unreliable dwarven panini presses. Let's level up my my unarmed so that hopefully, you know, I can get stronger there. All right, ingeniously scythed copper bolt. Sure. Anything on the bookshelf? Copper ring. Oh, well, there it went. Copper ring plus a whole bunch of other stuff makes something that I didn't see. One sparkling glove. That goes on. Where can I put that? Can I put that somewhere? All right, there it goes. All of a sudden, I have magic in my palm. Just the one though, because it's a Michael Jackson reference. I got it. I got it. All right, so like I said, I should probably start talking about some stories. The ones that I wanted to talk about today are mostly about who this is named after, which is, oh dear God. No. Holy crap. Close the door. I can't because there's monsters in the way. Oh, look. They're coming for me. I can't get out now. I can't get out. All right. This way. I hate you so much. Why did this happen? Why? Am I gonna have to start over again? Like I started over to start this, but like I have like no chance of beating all this. I don't see what else I could do. Buffalo thrower technique. Buffalo thrower technique. Sure. But I'm not gonna be able to survive this. Yeah, down I go. Congratulations, you have died. You walk like an undead turkey. You're damn right I do. Alright, so Ruby the Adventurer, she crushed like a blood. Killed by a baddie on level 2. 3,100 points. Alright, so that's my second best run, apparently. Let's start a new game. We're pretty much going to do the exact same thing. I didn't really get a good chance to try it out, so we're going to keep just doing the same thing. And then it was smithing and tinkerer. And I haven't really gotten far enough in to actually try to do something better, but we'll call it Ruby Tuesday instead of just playing Ruby 2. Alright, so I wanted to talk about Ruby a bit, but, well, she died. We'll try a little bit harder here. Sure, we'll pick that up. Open and open. Anything in here? Food. Nothing for free. I don't have any money on me. Anything in here? No. Let's go left this time. Right was bad for me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Ruby. We've had her for a little over 3 months now. I definitely have some stories to tell about her already. Hey, bolas. We could do with some bolas. Can I not? I can't equip these. They're a throwing class weapon, and apparently that means they don't go there. Uber chest. It is locked. An arrow trap. Plum. We got a diggle. All right, so she is a good girl. I don't want to give the impression that she's not, but she can be a hassle from time to time. Today she's been pretty good. I took her on a long walk. This looks like a trap, but I think I got rid of that already. She's been pretty good. I took her on a long walk. Once again, the long walk is about 3 kilometers. I basically go to the park and back, and that's a ways when you're walking. She unfortunately had a stomach ache today, so she was down for the count for most of it. Do you not see me yet? You don't see me at all, do you? All right, come my way, and then I will kick you good. So she's behind me now. She's sleeping. That's what she does. A lot of the time. I don't know what to do with a lot of this stuff. I hope that will sort it out eventually. Tinkerer parts. Okay. But it's been interesting with her. We have her in training classes because, well, she has some issues that she's still trying to deal with. For those of you that don't know, Ruby is my dog. I got her, like I said, about 3 months ago. And then, wait, where'd these go? Don't I want these? They're shoes. Put them on. They're better than nothing, I assume. And once again, I got the iron breastplate I assume is better than the leather queer ass. Yeah, I picked her up from kind of a local-ish shelter. This is not a smart place for me to stand, but I was gonna be out in the wilderness kind of no matter what. Yeah, we picked her up. She was a stray at one point. We don't know for how long, but we picked her up early March. She was a stray in a town by the name of Bakersfield, which is probably about 3 hours north of here. All right, Aquafortis in my bag. Sewer brew. They moved her down in late December from Bakersfield to Irvine, which is about a half-hour south of here. So she went quite a ways that one day. They spayed her, gave her a rabies shot. They basically dealt with her the way that's required, I believe, by law when she was there. And then she got adopted by another couple or something. They said it was a couple, but it could have been a family, something like that. Disarm the blade trap. We got a ring. Pretty much the worst ring possible. It is studded with tusk. Do I want it? I mean, it gives me a little bit more stubbornness. I assume that's a good thing. Arrow trap there. I mean, we're finding some stuff, but don't necessarily know what to do with it yet. We're getting lots of traps. That's helpful. But since we picked her up, she has had some issues. She definitely has, like, some sort of... shouldn't have gone for that. She definitely has some sort of PTSD of sorts that we're still trying to deal with. She has some kind of trauma that she went through that makes her very nervous and skittish a lot of the time. There was definitely some time when... Do I want to step on this? Sure. Alright. Now go for the kicks. She will be asleep and she'll just start twitching and then wake up very agitated and doesn't know what's going on for a couple seconds, and I have to tell her that it's okay a few times before she kind of just accepts that things are okay. And that's not something that I'm used to dealing with, but it's something that I can deal with. The problem right now... I think I got hit there. Yeah. Problem right now is her on the leash, and that's what we're trying to resolve. And that's not easy to fix, mostly because I don't have a lot of experience with dogs. Alright, gotta level up. Let's do It Belongs in a Museum again, even though I didn't get a chance to do it last time. I'm told it's really good. The leash aggression is definitely a problem for her, and it's something that we're trying to work on. It's definitely because she's scared. There's no doubt about it. She is not an aggressive dog, but she acts like it so that you'll get away from her, if that makes sense. What's with the lutefisk statue? You have tithed 0 pieces of lutefisk. Well, I don't have any to give you, so no tithing yet. I feel like there's something I could do there. So when we go on a walk, a lot of times we'll... Statue of Inconsequentia? Yes, pray to the goddess of side quests. You must use the item Kroomjala, the cantankerous gas lamp on the monolith. Only then can Lord Dredmor's servant, Sear Back the Mockery of Socks, be summoned and defeated. Sure. Wait, I can do that now? She just kind of gave me the thing. She just gave it to me? How do I use it? Now, they're not telling me how to use it, so I don't know how just yet, but I don't know if I want to. I can't talk to her anymore either. Side quest probably won't get done. I don't know if the main quest will be done at this point. Alright, we'll pick up the stone axe. We'll put that on. Probably better than the club. It's about the same. So, yeah, leash aggression is the problem. We have her in classes. She can do everything really well. She picks up stuff very, very quickly. She's very smart. But she's still not happy around other dogs and often other people. And that is a problem. Alright, 6 damage. 45% chance. Alright, so much for that. Didn't work, so I got hit by it twice. 40% chance. Jeez, you guys are not making this easy for me. I can't go that way then. Can't go that way at all. So, whenever she's around other dogs, she starts getting really antsy. There's one dog in particular around. Get out of there. One dog that's on our walk, that's on top of a balcony, that just keeps on barking at her. There's just not much I can do to calm her down except get out of there. So that's pretty much what I do. Am I ever going to be able to go through that? There we go. It finally goes away. I just needed to walk around a bit. Bash it open. I smashed it. Good. Like, I'm not going to remember these things. There's just so much going on. Not going to remember that. But pretty much everywhere we go, there are dogs that are barking at her, and she just doesn't know how to deal with it. We have thought about bringing her to a dog park, one where she wouldn't have to be on a leash. And that does sound like a good idea. All right, 1 hit. But we have not necessarily had the time for that. We've been pretty busy. But we do have her in classes, and we're working on it. But it takes time. Definitely takes time. The worst thing that happened was when I was on a walk with her. She especially hates people on bikes for whatever reason. So we were kind of on a sidewalk, and it was, an enraged Diggle. We were on a sidewalk, guy on a bike rides by. I tried to hold her to the side, but she jumps up and she nipped him. She got his shorts. He was wearing like bicycle shorts. All right, this dimensional key bears a mysterious legend, property of Moravik, not to be confused with Moravik, the Emomancer. Wizardly deeds done, specializing in new and used dimensions. Click the dimensional key widget on your status bar to visit your own personal pocket dimension. Okay. What is this? Burnt out thaumaturgic receptacle. Smells a bit like burnt hair and brimstone. Alright, well, pick that up. I destroyed the bookcase. Good. Alright, so we have seen this before. This text contains a specially lengthy tangential description of the dishes which appear at the Feast of Nobility. You are unable to extract any useful information. It was called a Tome of Fire and Ice. I totally understood that joke. It's a play on Game of Thrones. A Tome of Fire or Ice. A Song of Ice and Fire is the name of the other one. And yes, George R. R. Martin loves to talk about food. If you read it, you'll know that Tyrion likes his bacon burnt because it comes up all the time. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I was walking down. There wasn't much room for me to move, so she jumped up. I couldn't pull her fast enough. and she bit his shorts. Not hard, but enough for him to notice. She like immediately let go. The guy yelled at me for a bit. You know, I tried to explain to him, you know, I only had the dog for a little bit of time. She was a stray, that kind of thing. He eventually said we were okay, but I don't really know about that. So that was the worst. She does not like it when people come to the house. Uh-oh. Alright. Pick those up. Yes, I am really terrible at this. I don't have too much option. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. You're going to just show up over here. Okay. So... Let's eat something. And then we'll eat this. Okay. He's gonna come for me eventually, but I'm waiting for that health to come back. You know what? I'll wait here. And we'll attack him here. But, yeah, she hates it when people... You called me an Inwa! There are so many references in this one. Yeah, she hates it when people come to the house. Today we had the mailman show up twice for whatever reason. She barked at him both times. Feel a little guilty about that, but there's not much that I can do, and the mailman, I assume, is used to it. I hear the sounds of a cash register. Try to disarm the Tesla trap. 45% chance. Alright. I can make a Manitoris from a whole bunch of things. I can make a flail of Pleiades. Like, I don't have this stuff. And by the time that I get it, I don't know if I'm ever going to remember this kind of stuff. Like, this is a lot of things, and I don't know what any of them do. Like, I could try to just figure it out now. I don't have anything for it, though. I don't have anything to be made. I apparently can make this? No, I can't. Like, yeah, I can't. Your Mifting Craftables curses. I don't have any of this stuff. I can make, like, an iron rod, and that's about it. Have ingredients? Nothing. I didn't think so. But, yeah, she protects us from the mailman, the UPS guy, the Amazon guys. She tries, but she's also pretty damn scared. So instead of like telling her no or something like that, I just try to tell her that it's okay, and that seems to be much more effective. Break the fancy iron. Platinum ingot. I'm still waiting for stuff to kind of show up for me here. I could enter the pocket dimension. Is this where I just drop stuff? I think that's the idea. I can craft in here, but that's about it. Alright, so I can like drop the bolas, because I'm not going to use that. I don't know about the oil of vitriol, or really any of this stuff. I'm not really using spell points, so that can just stick around. Let's drop some other things here. Do I have something? I have a Hachimaki, but wouldn't this be better? It's a little bit less burliness and a little bit less stubbornness, but a ton more of defense on whatever these are. I feel like it's better, but I feel like they would have equipped something that was better for me, but they didn't. Alright, I can drop this. I can just drop a whole bunch of this stuff. Can I not drop it? Alright, so... Sure, they're dropped now. I don't know, dropping traps is the best idea, though, so we'll pick those up. But this other stuff can definitely be dropped. Yeah, I have some eggs that I can use. Just said I wasn't going to drop those. The black powder can probably go. apparently I can just enter the pocket dimension anytime, so let's just drop all this stuff here. Alright, I'll pick up that trap. Yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm doing with a good portion of this stuff, but maybe we'll figure it out in time. Alright, let's just get out of here. Alright. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, it's a vegetable. That's not too bad. Hit it! I'm only doing one at a time, though? Toady, and he made a joke about Toad. Do I still have that? I don't, so let's get rid of that and then hit him again. See if it does more than 1 damage. Nope, it does 1 damage. Alright, I got a crit. You resisted that, but I won, and I got a level up because of it. Alright, let's level up the throwing buffalo technique. Why is he still here? Okay, there he goes. Alright, eventually we'll get this done. We have some things working for us. But yeah, Ruby has been it's been great for us. She is really nice and gentle with us. The problem is definitely still other people. I have had Buttercrust come over, and it took her about a half hour to warm up to him, but they did become great friends. My sister ended up coming over, and that worked out well, but it still takes time, and we have to introduce her to people. We can't just have people come over. For whatever reason, we did find somebody that worked out well with the training. Just no questions asked. She was very nice to that person from the beginning, which was awesome, but I've never seen that before. Haven't seen it since. Perform feats of crafting. Place your equipment on the anvil here. We'll see what I can do. Put the axe on it. All exaltations unto Krog. He is pleased by you. Alright, so it's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Can we try that with the wooden shield? No, it's depleted. Probably should have done the shield then. That worked out for me. At least a little bit. Still haven't found any artifacts, though. Unless that was an artifact now. Akpomag, the badly dressed heresies. It might be. Alright, you're gonna come for me now? There we go. But it's still probably better than me just punching for now, until I can level that up somehow. But yeah, she is good, but there are some issues that we are dealing with, and we will try to do that in time. But that's the problem. It's gonna take time, and we've kind of decided to not get a second dog for now. Do I want a toque? Damn right I want a toque. No, maybe not. It's only, yeah. No, it's worse on every account. Somehow. Somehow it is not good. All right. Ooh, a fine linen shirt. Yeah, that'll just be going in here. All right. Kill this guy. Yeah, we decided that it would probably be best if we just left the house a one dog house for now, and worked on other worked on making her more accepting of us and all that kind of stuff, because we need her to kind of know that we're permanent, because she doesn't seem to think that just yet. So we're working on that. That's pretty much the things right now. We're making sure that she is okay with us, much more than well, she does need a friend. That'd be great, but okay. Yeah, no, it didn't. That hurt your foot. Super. We don't want to get her a friend yet because She just kind of needs to get used to us in the house. And of course, we're going to be moving fairly soon, so it'll probably be after we move that we actually think about getting a second dog. Even though we were thinking about that when we started, but it didn't work out. I ended up giving the dog to somebody else, which is fine, as long as it's happy. Alright, I'm gonna wait. The sickly Diggle goes down pretty quick. Alright, what do we have here? A voltaic cell. Some lockpicks that'll be useful. Bolt dispenser, but I don't have like a crossbow. They do give me a lot of bolts, but I assume it's not enough if it's my only weapon. Anything in here? No. There's booze everywhere, but not for me. Alright, we will just pick these up, get a little bit of experience. Alright, well, potion of radiance, that might help me, you know, make things more visible. Alright, let's go here. We'll wait, and then we can take these on one at a time. Yeah, Ruby has been great, but there's definitely work to be done. And we are gonna put in the work. But it takes some time. Yeah, we've gone to a dog beach with her. I think I posted a picture of that on Instagram, but yeah, it is incredibly difficult to get any video of her, mostly because we're trying to handle her at all time. We're not trying to necessarily get her. There, let's buy that. We're so busy trying to handle her. Alright, I can't seem to do that one. Let's go this way. We're so busy trying to handle her, we don't really have time to film. And that's an issue. Handling her is a two-person job a lot of the time. Like I said, she is not good on the leash. At the beach, they encouraged not having them on the leash, but that was not going to happen for long. We thought about doing it when we went, but then as soon as we got there, we realized this was just not a good idea. But oh, it's asleep. Sneak attack. How does it dodge when it's asleep? There we go. We thought about bringing taking her off the leash, but once we got there, yeah, it was just not going to happen. There was a woman who said she was traveling. She said she was on her way to Louisiana, which just raised more questions for us. She's like, yeah, we're on our way to Louisiana. Like, you're in Southern California. What are you doing? But she told us, no, just take her off the leash. And she reached over and took our dog off the leash that we had her on. I should mention that we were on the PCH at the time. For those of you who don't know, that's a pretty big street. I believe there are a total of 6 lanes. Yeah, we were on the sidewalk of that. Granted, the beach was on one side of that, but she basically just let our dog go right next to a busy highway. It's not like a freeway like what we call the really big stuff in California, but it is technically a highway. And she was just, all right, let it go. So I didn't let Ruby like more than maybe about 5 feet away from me at any given point. But she was off the leash for probably a good minute and a half before I'm like, no, this is not happening. Because she was playing with another dog, and it was working out all right. But then a bird flew by, and Ruby loves birds, so she went and chased the bird. And that was the end of that. She basically made it to this like small little cliff. The cliff is probably too strong of a word, but it was definitely the end of one level, and then it went straight down, for about 10 feet, and then there was something on the other side. It was just sand down there, right? Because it was the beach. But she makes it to the end of that, chasing this bird, stops. This is underneath a barricade, underneath a handrail that I'm using. So I went to go get her, and she kind of ran to a tree. She started sniffing the tree, and I picked her up and put her back on the leash right then and there. The other woman, her dog was just out on the loose, and she was like, yeah, no, it's fine. She always comes back to me when she's called. Hooray, a leather belt. But as we continued to, we just left her and went to where the dog beach was. She lost control of the dog. All right, side quest, sure. Magical artifact, a cheese, the bloated communism has been lost. Will you seek it? Sure. I'm gonna find a cheese. But yeah, as we went to the dog park, walked basically along the side of the beach, we saw that lady's dog just started running. Just made a break for it. And we heard the woman call, and the dog did not come. Did not come back, did not stop in any way. We passed some other people who started asking us, who, was like, is this your dog? Nope. She says it's fine. So we just had to let the dog go. Like, was it the smartest thing for us to do? Just to leave a dog walking like that on the side of a busy highway? Probably not, but it was kind of what we were left with, because the dog went way past us way too quickly for us to deal with. That was an interesting day. But then we went down on the beach. Almost every dog, I shouldn't say like most of the dogs, every dog except for Ruby was off the leash. But we were not willing to leave her to her own devices, so to speak. That was just not going to happen. I should probably check if I can make anything yet. Can I make anything? I can make a platinum ingot. Let's do that. I can make a deep omelet. I don't have enough for that. Okay. Anything here? Okay. I can turn a fresh steak into ground meat. And then ground... Why would I want to grate the cheese? It seems like it wouldn't help me out all that much. Alright, so it doesn't look like I can do much of anything useful. Yeah, that's not going to be as good as what I already have. So yeah, that was an interesting day. She was the only one off the leash, like I said. We tried to let her play with some other dogs to mixed results. Some of them she was okay with, some of them she was not. But like I said, we did not let her off the leash at that point because we did not know how she was going to react. And that was a smart decision on our part. Absolutely. Then there was one time she got out. We basically have her behind, like sometimes in the backyard. We mostly keep her inside, but she's got to poop outside, so we let her out from time to time. And the only thing that's really keeping her back there is a gate, and the gate isn't always the best gate. So basically, what happened is she ran into the gate one day because somebody rang the doorbell. I didn't realize somebody was there. I was going out to the garage to do some laundry. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave that alone. I was gonna do some laundry, and I walked out. Guy rang the doorbell. She runs out and runs into the gate, which apparently wasn't closed enough, because she broke through. That was fun. So then I chase her down, this way. We'll just avoid those things for now. Do they not see me? I don't think they see me. Okay, take you on one at a time then. She took out, she went for the guy. It was some political campaign. I honestly believed he was on the wrong side of the issue, which probably didn't help his case any if he let my dog out. She nipped at him, did not get him, I should point out, but nipped at him a couple inches shy of that. Then she saw that there was a gardener on the front lawn. Decided that was not okay. Went for him. Once again, nipped at him. Did not nip him, but definitely barked and bited in his general direction. Once again, kind of a couple inches short. How much does this heal? 16. Yeah, I need that. And then decided this was a great time to go for a walk. So after she nipped at the political guy on our porch, then nipped at the gardener, she decided, let's go into the street. So that was fun. She, of course, this whole time I'm chasing her, right? So she goes out into the street. Then she goes, I was about to say it's around here somewhere. She goes out into the street. Couple cars see her. They don't really do anything. They just kind of slow down to make sure they don't hit her. But the problem is that we don't have sidewalks here. So it is impossible for me to teach her not to go into the street, because when we go on a walk, we have to walk in the street. So she's out in the street. Couple cars stop. Well, they slow down. They don't fully stop. Ooh, that does not look good. Let's just step on that again. So she then turns the corner onto the busier street. It's still not a big street, but it's a busier street than the one that we live on. And she walks down that way for a bit. That time, somebody does actually fully stop the car and tries to call her over. It's at that point that she got stopped enough to realize that I was not happy, because she saw me and thought I was chasing her, which I've never done before. Don't plan on ever starting, but that's what she thought was going on. All right, age steak. That is nice. Let's eat that like immediately. It only does 3. How aged is it? And then we'll do a brie. Try to get back up to where I need to be. Okay, let's heal before I deal with this thing. Lecarpra, the cowardly diseases. He's a construct. This golem is made of impure magics. Be wary, for its touch may harm magical items. This monster has not noticed your presence. Hacha! Oh! Oh my! I'm screwed. I should not have let that guy out. Now I can't get back. I've screwed myself over here. Drink that. All right, that helps a little bit. Like I can't get back there. All right. Ugh. This is not working out. This is gonna be my death. This is gonna be my death. There's not much that I can do here. I let that guy out of the chest, and that was the end of that. Congratulations, you have died. All right, 4472. Still not my best. Still not my best. All right, we're gonna do this again. Probably got one more run in me. Like I said, this is what was recommended to me when I looked it up, so we're gonna stick with it. But this is not working out nearly as well as I would like. Master of Arms. There we go. Alright, we'll make it a guy this time. It'll just be me. There we go. So she goes out to a busier street, and she's headed for the busy street. I mean, we're talking a 4-lane street with a median and everything. It is a big street, and that's the street that we walk down to go on a walk, to go toward the park. So I think that's where she was going, but I can't prove that, and that's an issue. She basically was headed for doom, and every once in a while she'll kind of remind me that she likes to kind of experiment with that kind of stuff, and like, she does not like motorcycles. Today she kind of pulled on the leash when I was walking her, when she was basically trying to run in front of a car. So it's not always the funnest. Like I said, there's a lot of things that we still have to work on with her, but once that nice lady stopped and tried to call my dog over, I was able to get her attention enough to grab her and pick her up. Scared the crap out of everybody, but mostly me and Hannah, who were home and awake and all that kind of stuff at the time. So yeah, that was the scariest thing to this point, but you know, for the most part she's good. Like I said, for the most part, it's just these small incidents that cause issues over time. I can't hit him from there. Can I hit him with this? Does he see me yet? He doesn't seem to see me. Alright, well, hit him.
Critical hits.
There we go. Easily done. Let's not step on any of these glyphs. At least for a little bit of time. Let's just try to open doors. But yeah, she is mostly good. She does really well in the car. She does well here. We did crate train her. It took a little bit. It actually took a little bit twice. We crate trained her. Then, like I said, I had a lot of stories to tell with her. It's the reason that we haven't been able to vlog too much. There was a point where she just started barking kind of randomly underneath the house. She was outside and barking at this grate that leads to the crawl space underneath the house, and I couldn't figure out what was going on until I realized, oh, I bet something's down there. Alright, place your equipment. Let's see, which one do I... Let's put the shield on. Alright. Got Zuchuagor, the impotent envy. So, why did I step there? That was not too smart of me. So she thought that there was something under the house, which, you know, I probably should trust her on. She would sniff and then just start barking in a way that she never really did any other time. So I wanted to believe her. So we ended up calling, you know, a pest control agency, because I figured it was a possum. We get possums around here. I was thinking maybe it's a raccoon, but we don't really get raccoons. Do I really want to go into the maze of corn? Is that a thing that I need to do? I think for now I'll avoid it. Let's head this way. See what's over here instead. Was this locked? It was. Is there anywhere else for me to go? I can't really go that way. I can go up around here. So we call the pest control company, and they set up a trap basically outside the crawl space. There was a clear spot where something could have gotten into the crawl space. So they put a trap outside there and just left. They didn't even look in the crawl space because they said that if it was a possum, they were basically too scared to go into the crawl space to take care of it. Which I'm kind of like, this is your job though. Your job is to go into the crawl space to get stuff out, but apparently he disagreed with that and just set up a trap and went on his way. So the next morning, all right, first level, we're gonna do the same thing. Belongs in a museum because it's supposed to give me experience should I get an artifact. So there's a trap laid outside. We don't really hear anything in the night, although Hannah at one point goes, I think I heard something, but we weren't sure. Wake up the next morning, and he had trapped a cat. Local neighborhood cat that I recognized. I was like, I know this cat. I've seen this cat around a bit. Apparently, the cat was in our crawl space, and we paid like $200 to get rid of it. But I called them in the morning, like before I went to work, and they told and left him a message. But I wasn't happy enough with that, so on my way to work, I ended up calling them again. And they apparently did not care about my previous message because they did not respond to it whatsoever. God. Need to heal already. Eat the ground meat. Eat the grilled steak. We'll walk around a bit. So they say we can have somebody come out sometime between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. I was leaving for work at around 9 a.m., a little bit before 9, right? So I told them, like, hey, it's a cat in a trap. I had looked and I couldn't see how to get the trap, untrapped. I didn't see how to open it. I didn't look that hard, but at the time I figured somebody would come out, within an hour or so, let this cat out. That was not the case. They said sometime between 3 and 5. So I text, a couple people. Hannah gets home, I think around 4. All right, I got another level. Let's get duck and cover, I guess. Because the throwing buffalo technique is not helping me out so much. Hannah gets home. The cat's still there. And of course, now meowing and quite upset. I can't seem to do anything around here. Let's head up. Just back here. So she ends up letting the cat out sometime around 4:30. Because the pest control guys never made it out. They end up coming around 5:30, and all that's left for them to do is pick up their trap and go. They never bothered going into the crawl space. I looked as best as I can. I basically had Ruby sniff it for me. Give it the old sniff test. Is there anything left in there? No. And then I just kind of sealed up the entry point better. I don't know who left it last, but apparently it was held together with styrofoam. So I put a brick there instead to hold the grate in place. But because there was something under the house, Ruby could not sleep at night by herself and would just constantly bark all night. So we let her in our room instead. And then after that, she got used to it and didn't want to go into the grate at night for a couple nights. So we just had to put her in there and kind of let her bark it out for a few nights. More lost wizard keys so I can go into the pocket dimension. Bash it! Hey! Spear. That should be better. Yeah? How much damage is that doing? I don't know. Let's try it out. Overall, the numbers are higher. But, so we had to crate train her basically twice. Once when we first got her home, and then once again after there was a cat under our house. I don't know what happened there, but okay. Must have misclicked. So that was an interesting time. She's fine with it now. We're not opening up the chest of evil. We learned our lesson there. But she's almost always good. She doesn't resist. She doesn't bite. She's incredibly friendly and snuggly. She does bark in the morning. We always assume that it's to try to get us to let her out to go to the bathroom, but a lot of times it's not. A lot of times she just knows that we will let her out if she barks, and it's the morning. But at night, there's no problem. I don't have to say anything. I just have to put her in the room, and she goes straight in, no issues whatsoever. And it is completely quiet. She's completely fine with it. But once it gets to be morning, that's when there's a problem. Am I cursed? Apparently not. But yeah, like I said, she is really good. Except for today when she had stomach problems. I assume that it is because she ate some mushrooms that were growing in the back. We have those from time to time. My inventory is full, huh? Alright. Let's just start dropping stuff in the pocket dimension then. Didn't realize I was doing that well. Too busy talking. Wait, the iron mace. Hold on. No, that's what I had before, and I got rid of it. Yeah, it's about the same, but seems to be doing more damage. So I'm gonna just leave it. Hey, Parmigiano Reggiano. How nice. Do I need all this? I mean, I guess. All the stuff that I know I'm not gonna use until something else happens, we'll just put this in here. I do want to try to use some of it, but the bolts can go, that's for sure. I'm gonna hold on to the traps. Traffic cone, although funny, will just stay here. The rusty metal bunkler. Oh, wow. I get a delay. Alright, Ray Lenora, yeah, this is the first time I've actually streamed. This is the first time. It's probably around the normal time that I normally record, so I'm just kind of streaming during that time. This is Dungeons of Dredmor. It's basically a roguelike, yeah. I'm not doing the best at it, but I'm getting better. Getting better. So, I forgot where I was with the story with Ruby. She's just been good. Pretty much sleeps by herself, no problem. All that good stuff. She does well. She does have some separation anxiety, but that's to be expected from somebody that, basically got abandoned by the other people that adopted her. So we're still trying to let her know that she is fully safe and permanently here. Apparently the other couple had to give her back because she was basically in the crate all day and all night. They both worked, and they didn't have time to really take care of her at all. So all day, all night in the crate, and they felt bad and turned her back in because of that. So that's basically what was going on there, and it doesn't surprise me how she acts as a result of that. But we're still trying to deal with it as best as we can. It's just going to take some time. We do have classes. The classes have been all right. She's learned a lot of things. She already knew a lot of things when we first adopted her. Really? She knew sit, she knew stay, she knew leave it. But now she has a lot more things that she knows. She knows how to go down, shake. They called it a big girl spin. I don't really know the point of that, but she basically turns 360 as long as you give a treat, but it has to be really specifically close enough to her mouth for that to happen. And we're trying to get stand. She knew calm. She knew her name. I love to tell a story that when she first showed up with us. Why did I step on that? I was just trying to... Oh, well. When she first came to us, like, she had some stomach problems the first couple days, probably because of the nerves. And she started dry heaving, like she was gonna vomit. I opened the sliding glass door. Remember, this is the first day that she's been there. Opened the sliding glass door to let her out, and I told her to go outside. She went outside and vomited there. So, like, she came to us pretty well trained, just not on the leash. I'm not sure she had ever been on a leash, to be honest with you. All right, Darlekzar, the poetry of codpieces. This uncomfortable and rusty square iron ring is made for beings more angular than yourself, possibly robots. It is studded with cast iron. We're gonna put it on, although I could get rid of it for some experience, I believe. So yeah, she came pretty well. Ruby came pretty well trained, but we're still working on some things. It doesn't seem like she had ever been on a leash before, simply because when we put the leash on her, she is not happy about it. Okay, just go ahead and close that. I've discovered the orbit of Earthquake, and there was a guy. Oh my god. You're really terrible at this. Apparently I am. Let's try to run. I'm gonna run here. So then I can take them on one at a time. Alright, let's also, like, eat. His name is Robert Paulson. I know my health is low, but there's so much coming at me. Alright. Hopefully I can go through this. Alright, eat the diggle egg. Alright, my defense is way up. Alright. Thine eyebrows cannot protect thee this time. I do have eyebrows that look like this. That's not that big of a surprise. Okay. There we go. I need an adult. Oh. Alright, we got it. We got it. So, that's pretty much what's been going on with Ruby. I'm trying to think of some more stories, but there's not too much other than, you know, how she is at the training sessions, which is at a Petco. Just, you know, your basic stuff. And she does pretty well until basically another dog shows up, which is, you know, often. It's a Petco. So that does pose some problems, and we're trying to work on it. Alright, another level for me. The princess is in another castle. What do I want to learn this time? Damage scales to your stubbornness. Let's do defensive bash. That could be useful for me. Do I want... Okay. Those things are dying. So, hopefully that is... No. Let's do it from this side. I still get hit? I still got hit, and I'm poisoned. Acid burn, really. Alright, so my health is doing alright, considering. There were a lot of monsters in there, but I dealt with it in time. A pressure plate? Sure. Yeah, when other dogs show up, she freaks out at the Petco. She's also peed every time we've had a lesson. But the lessons haven't been coming too often. We had, I believe, one in a row with one trainer. She called in sick the second time. Then the third week, she told us it was going to be her last week, and she was moving between stores. So we only had her for 2 weeks. 1 week she called in and canceled on us too. So then the next week, we got somebody that was honestly better for us. She was much more aware of the problems and willing to work on them than the first one. But the second, the fourth total one, what's with the monolith? The monolith glares at you ominously. I don't think I have to point out how many games I've played with a monolith, because it would be spoilers if I did, but I've played at least 2. Alright, what do we got down here? So, we should be, actually, I think, done. I think this should have been the 6th and final week of our classes with Ruby, and we've only had 3 meetings so far. Like, it's not always the best, but like I said, they're good. They're getting the work in, and we are eventually going to teach her all the things that we need to teach her. But a lot of it's just going to take time. She has to get used to me. She has to get used to Hannah. That kind of thing. Alright, let's see. But like I said before, we are planning on moving to Portland in time. We have actually set a date for that. Kind of penciled in date. We don't know. I know. I'm not doing so well health-wise, but there's not too many more monsters. I'll be fine. The date that we're looking at is June 3rd. That's the date that we think we will be moving to Portland. Problem is getting a job, finding an apartment, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get an apartment with some kind of recording room available for me. Just kind of some space where I can just record, as opposed to what I'm doing now, which is kind of taking over the big room in the house. 52? Can I take it on? We'll see. Come to me, Genie. I hit him. Alright, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine against a genie, apparently. What is this? Apparently that's nothing. Native gold. My inventory's full? Jeez. Alright, let's go to the pocket dimension again. Alright, Alright. Inventory. What can we do? We can make some... Have ingredients? There we go. I can make some brass piping, some brass mechanism, a bolt, or a makeshift bomb. I can make brimstone out of the eggs. That makes sense because of the sulfur. I can make a copper ingot. That's fine. Like there, it goes there. I have to drop some things though. Wait, how is that compared to what I have? This is... Now I can see it. 1 minus 2 minus 3, 4, 3 minus 1. And this is -1, -2, 5, 3. So I got 7 positive, 8 positive, 6 negative. And this is 3 negative, 8 positive. So it looks like this is better for me. So I'm going to assume that it's better. Just based on numbers. I don't know how well the numbers are actually working for me, but that's what I'm going to go with. The Iron Mace can be dropped because the Spear is actually doing much better for me. Crossbow can go. I just don't like using it, to be honest with you. That's the main reason. All right, let's try to do some more work. Oh, the Fedora can go. Although it does seem better. I don't know. All right, so have the ingredients. What can I do here? Silver ingot. Aluminum ingot. Did I get rid of the bauxite? Like, what's going on? Okay. Then I can make a deep omelet. 64 health! Like, I don't need that much. I don't even have that much. Alright. Can do that. Do it a couple times, apparently. Powdered aluminum, the ground meat. I don't think there's a point in me doing the ground meat right now. Alright, so... what do I have the skill for? Oh, do I have to get rid of that? Okay, there we go. I think I have this sorted out. Alright, I can make Diggle Nog, but I need Aquavitae for that. Pirate Training Breeches, I need Adventuring Pants. Nothing that really stands out that I want that I can work for. So, fair enough. I guess we're pretty much done here. So let's drop some of this stuff. That just doesn't seem all that useful for me. Try to clear up some inventory room and then we can head out again. I think that's good enough for now. It's not like it's hard to get to the pocket dimension. Alright, Carnelian and another Danish. That is nice. So yeah, June 3rd is the penciled in date for when we are thinking of going to Portland. Unfriendly AI, huh? Oh, that is an issue. That is an issue. Can he follow me out here? I don't think he can. Alright, so he was doing more damage to me than I was to him, so I'm just gonna go here. Jeez. We can just open this. Alright, the Diggle spied me. It is enraged. But down it goes. So the idea in Portland is to try to get, well, we want to live there because we think it's nicer. But it's definitely cheaper, and the pay seems to be better out there. So overall quality of life should go up when we move there. We're looking at rent around here being somewhere in the vicinity of $1,200 to $1,500 for a single bedroom apartment, with wages being in the range of about $12 to $15 an hour for a lot of entry-level jobs. Right, I have to move, otherwise this isn't going to go away. But in Portland, we're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and pay is somewhere around $18 for entry-level positions. So that is a much better place for us in terms of cost of living, let alone the fact that they famously don't have sales tax there. So that is going to save us about 8% of our spending money. Like that's how much the sales tax is around here. It's technically 7.75%. No. Damn it, I'm gonna have to try. Alright, but I got it to go away, yes? Eventually. The trap is gone. So, that's the general idea. If we get 2 bedroom, 2 bath, the idea is to have one room be an office / recording space for not only the Let's Plays, but for vlog videos and podcasts and things like that, because as it is right now, I basically have this one giant room, and it's not good for anything other than what I'm doing right now, which is basically being in front of the computer and talking. If it comes to actually trying to film something in here, it's just not a good space for that. Can I make that bigger? Where else can I go around here? Looks like I can go this way. Yep, there we go. So hopefully I'll be much more able to film something kind of more personal. Maybe actually get a face cam on some of these games, because as it is right now, it's just not a good setup for it. I do have the equipment. I don't have a green screen, which I'll probably want to get should people like what I'm doing with the face cam. But right now, it's just not something that I can necessarily do given my setup. Alright, what do we got? We got some things. What's over here? Another Hashimaki. That is weird that they're big on the sushi hats. I don't know what Hashi stands for, but Maki tells me that that's sushi rolls. Alright, Canlek the shockingly small mouth. That is 8s and -5. You know what they say, when in Greece, it is studded with narwhal ivory. So is this something that I can put in a museum? Can I finally get this to work for me? All right. Apparently not. Apparently I can't get it to work still. That is what I was told, right? That as long as it had a name, it would be what I needed, but that doesn't seem to be the case, so it belongs in a museum. Are you sure you want to send this to the warehouse? Oh, so that's how I do it. Yes? Alright, I got it done. So I just needed the right equipment, and then I was able to do it. That's not too bad then. Can't deal with that. And now it's 72 steps before I can get more. That does take a while. But we'll get there. Take the stairs. Alright, come for me. You can't surround me if I'm staying here. But yeah, we're looking at places in Portland. It was definitely Hannah's idea to check out Portland, but as soon as I found the place, I fell in love with it. There's just so many things about it that are better there than they are here. They complain about problems, and I almost think it's funny. They complain about things like there's too much traffic, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. For them, too much traffic means they're going 30 on the freeway. If I'm going, inventory's full again. All right, let's stop by here.
Your inventory is full.
I know. All right, let's find some stuff to drop. What do I have? The fine linen shirt can go away. This can the Hashimaki. The gnarled club. Just start dropping stuff all over the place. I don't want to drop the traps, though, because that would probably be bad. That's all I really have. Kind of want to pick up the reagents. To try to make something of them.
Your inventory is full.
They're not letting me do that too well. Alright. Have skill, have ingredients. I can make copper plate boots or a copper ring. Where am I right now? I'm short ring and boots, so let's make the boots. I feel like those are going to be better. I can't put it there with this screen open. But there we go. I have 2 resistance to electricity. That's something. Alright, what can I make now? Have ingredients, have the skill. I can make a gold ingot, which I thought I already had. I can make a silver ingot, which I have several of. Electrum. I don't think I need to make electrum right now. Sliced bread and cheese. Cheese heals for 7. The bread... Where is the bread? The bread heals for 7. This heals for 40, so... I want that. Like, why won't you let me do it? They won't let me, like, click on it. I don't understand. Is it too far down there? I can make a trap, which I don't necessarily care about. Alright, so this one, if I scroll down... Ah! There we go. Craft that for me. Alright, so that's a little bit of room. Let's pick up the bronze and the brass. See if there's anything else I can do. Let's get in the electrum. I can make a dart, which I don't care about. I don't see anything else right now. So let's drop... Well, let's drop some of this stuff that I know I'm not going to use. Is it just those 2? Looks like it. Grab that, and then the aluminum. And we'll see here. Nothing really that I'm interested in. Unless there's more. There's a lot more down here. I can just grate so much cheese. But why would I want to? To make a few things there. But nothing that really stands out to me. Alright, so this last one is zinc. I assume that these gems can then go. I don't think that they're kind of like the same formula, if that makes sense. Alright, that's enough. Let's pick up the zinc. And we'll see if I can do anything with that. It does bother me that I can't just mouse wheel down there. Nothing? Nothing. Alright, so... time to drop all these again. We're gonna get this working in time, I hope. Can I move this? I can. Alright. Drop it up there. Just clear up lots of room here. Pressure plate can go. Ruby and some sapphires. The voltaic cell. Alright, that's enough for now. Let's move on. Okay. Pick the lock there. Pick the lock there. There we go. Hey, the one sparkling glove again. How do I feel about that? Thieving gloves for 1. And these are 5/5, so these go on. These belong in a museum? Apparently they don't belong in a museum. Alright, so I got thieving gloves and I have the one sparkly glove, but I can't seem to get rid of them to the museum, even though I feel like they should. Nothing. Alright, let's try here. There's no door here after all. That makes things easier for me. But yeah, Portland, I just like the culture that's up there better. I like the food that's up there better. That's not necessarily saying too much. Orange County is not known for its food. If you go on Yelp around here, you'll find out that a lot of the best restaurants, really, just keep on stepping on these. A lot of the best restaurants on Yelp have the same rating as fast food places around here. So the fanciest place around here is a place by the name of The Hobbit. It is an incredibly fancy place. Really good food. I've been there once. They serve, I believe, like 9 courses. And it's like a 4-hour dining experience. It's a night. Like, that's all you do that night is you go to The Hobbit, right? Arkolzar, the absconded whale. 211. Alright, so let's try to sell that. Send that to the warehouse. Yes. A little bit of experience, but not much. It's not as overpowered as people online tried to make it sound like. But The Hobbit, fanciest place I know, it's like $150 per person you go in. It is a huge deal to go there. You have to get reservations like 4 or 5 months in advance. Woodman's Axe. On Yelp, it's got like a 4.142. The Del Taco down the street has a 4.3. Like, it is so weird how that works. But that is how Yelp works around here. Up there, it was much more what you would expect if there was a fast food place in Portland. Why do I just keep on stepping on things? If you go to a fast food place around Portland, there was a good chance that it was 3 stars or even lower. Metal Shrine makes you want to, like, chill out and stuff. Well, I guess that's something. So it was much closer to what you would expect when you first hear about Yelp, but something that doesn't happen around here. The food is just not that great here. I can find a place every once in a while. Conan the Librarian. All right. Got up another level. Tortoise maneuver? Using the skill enhances your defense until you get hit enough that you lose focus. Let's do that. Let's be super defensive for a bit. Lutefisk. I do need to level up my unarmed at some point, but not yet. I don't know why I didn't just walk into it properly. All right, simple leather gloves. Just hit them. Yeah, the food bloggers around here, I think there's only like 4 or 5 of them. And I found one guy that I thought I trusted, but he recommended a place to me, and they didn't clean the shrimp. And I got the thing that was highly recommended because it was supposed to be so good. But you don't clean the shrimp, I don't go back to your place. It's as simple as that. Especially Yeah, the way that they did it, they didn't even cut the shrimp, which is absolutely necessary. Absolutely. For the record, when I say they don't clean the shrimp, that means that they didn't devein it, which is a nice way of saying that they didn't take the shit out of the shrimp. Because it's not a vein, it's a digestive tract. So if you get that vein, you're basically being fed shrimp shit, which is unacceptable. That is not okay. Yet for some reason, a lot of places seem to think that it's completely optional to clean the shrimp. Like, no, it is not. You need to do that every time. Dire sandwich. Oh, nice. But things are going pretty well for me here. Things are going well. Let's head way over here. There we go. Get some stuff. Bolts. The hell are these? Bolts of squid. Unless the bolts have failed, a bolt of squid will deliver tentacled, inky, cephalopodic doom. Is that IA? IA? Alright. Got an autosave. What? Where did you come from?
Critical hits.
But yeah, up there, just food prices were better. Everybody seemed to really care about their job, which is definitely not something that you get here. They told us that there were going to be problems with hipsters in Portland, and their hipsters were not the same as our hipsters here. Our hipsters are so much worse. Like, we have pretentious hipsters. They just have weird people. There's a difference. I don't know why they wouldn't let me hit them. All right, what's through here? Adventuring pants. I need that for something. It was one of those recipes. Yeah, let's explore out here before I do anything else. Simple wooden shield. That has a lot of traps. Okay, flippy floppies. Hey, chèvre log cheese. That's goat cheese. So, yeah, Portland, it just was better for us. The pay was better. The living seemed better. Just everything about it was better than where we are now. So we're gonna try to figure out the best way to do it. But June 3rd is the day that we have set for officially leaving here. I have a feeling that we'll try to do some filming along the way. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. I've said it before, and then we didn't have the opportunity to really film. Like, I wanted to film, for instance, when we went to the dog beach with Ruby, and then that just did not work out. That place was not good for that. Alright, we're doing really well this time. Much better than I thought.
Critical hits.
There we go. There we go. So we'll see what we can find up there. Chances are we're going to be finding either an apartment or a two-bedroom house. And then... This monster is trying to kill me. He's got 119. Can I take him? Apparently I can't. A lot of these look pretty nice. Employee wage transfrobulator. 6'2". That is not bad. Can I get this? I don't have enough for that. I don't have enough for most of this. Alright, so we'll leave that alone. I'm not going to kill the guy, because I'm just not sure that I can. So we're going to move on. So I'm back here. But yeah, the air quality was a lot better. I do have problems with allergies down here, and while I was up there, I did not. There's definitely more rain there. That's something that I'm not used to around here. I've often made jokes that when it does rain, I get confused. Like, what's that sound outside? There's like water coming from the sky. It's so weird. But yeah, up there, I don't know. It just seems better for us. So that's what the plan is, and it's June next year. I don't think I have actually said next year yet, but it's after June 3rd now. So June 3rd, that's the date that we're thinking about. Basically a year from now. I think I pointed out to you before. I gotta go back here. I think I said a year and a half before, but that changed. We just were looking at what that meant and decided that a year and a half was just too long, so we're trying to do a year instead. All right, so some of these I don't think I can do anything with. I can't make this bigger, can I? All right, that's 5'5". I've seen a couple things change. These might actually be better. Can I get rid of these? No. Alright, spectacles 2-1. That's 1-1. No, it does way worse for me than that. Alright, adventuring pants. I didn't have pants, so there they go. The flippy flopping. It does have to bug out on me anytime that it saves. The gnarled club. Thieving gloves. Wooden axe. Sparkly glove. Just trying to clear up enough room for me to pick up the other stuff and see if I can actually craft anything. Which is kind of a big deal for me. Alright, let's start with the metals. Alright, native gold. I can stack those. Black powder. Pick up some of these at least. Alright, what can I do with this? Jeez. Why that doesn't work, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, then down, and we can make some silver. That's working for me. No. Then I can just make some of this stuff, just grate it all up. Which I don't see the point in doing just yet. Alright, so doesn't look like there's too much for me to do. Pick up the gold. Gold there. I don't think that's going to change anything for me, though. We can make some... Is it? Yeah, electrum. Very popular during ancient Egyptian times, electrum. It's what the Great Pyramids were originally coated in. They were supposed to be super shiny. But, of course, that faded over time. What do we want to get rid of? Just everything. Just everything has to go. Black powder. Grongier. Black pearl. I don't even know what the point of me holding on to this really is, but they gave me the opportunity, so I'm taking advantage of it as best as I can. Alright, I think we are good. Let's leave. So, I think I already took care of what I was dealing with there. But yeah, June 3rd next year, 2019, that's our goal for moving up to Portland. And I do hope that it'll be for the best. Is there nothing here? Unlucky, formerly living adventurer, a sad sight, suggestive perhaps of your own mortality. Quick, grab the loot. There is none. As far as I can tell, there isn't any loot. I just stood on that. Where are you guys? All right. So yeah, we haven't figured out entirely how to move from here to Portland. We're looking at somewhere around like 16 hours of driving, and we have a couple cars to do to move up there, plus a gigantic U-Haul. So we're probably looking at 2 trips up, and then what happens when the braziers ignite? What happened as a result of that? Anything up here? So I got these all to light up, but I don't really see the point of that. Except that this guy showed up. Yeah, we're looking at a couple trips up there. Which is not something that necessarily is going to be super great for us, but we'll get it done. And hopefully we'll both have better paying jobs and basically cheaper everything up there. Alright, side quest. The magical artifact in Wakra, the Mangler of Ether, has been lost. Will you seek it? Sure. Why not? It's not like I'm gonna go out of my way to do it. I haven't been this way, apparently. Hey, an upgrade. What do I want to put here? Let's put something I'm wearing. I think the armor is the best way to go here. All exaltations under Krong, he is pleased by you. Studley, so now we have Bangum Chewy, the father of sneezes, a leather coat covered in metal knobs. It's the studliest coat you've seen yet. It is studded with copper. Alright, so necromantic and acidic resistances were added. So that works out nicely. Here we go. We have tithed 0 lutefisk. Do I have a lutefisk? That's Havarti cheese. That's lutefisk. We have tithed 1 piece of lutefisk. It's all I had. It's got to count for something, right? If it's all I have, probably not. Let's go ahead and take care of him. All right, there we go. Just open the door. Don't know if I want to deal with that. But yeah, hopefully we can get a better room for me to record in. We plan on basically renting out this existing place that I'm in now and using that rent to pay for not only the mortgage that we have on this place, but for a lot of the rent that we're looking at in other places. Because this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and based on what I can see online, that goes for about $4,000 a month around here, which is ridiculous to me. Basically, at 4 bedrooms, you're looking at needing 6 to 8 people with income to pay for this. A bony wand. All right. Yay. The monstrous regiment, Lord Dredmor's 46th Company, the captain of Birth, has recently claimed possession of the artifact Denzuk, the cheese-based bookshelf. Too powerful for any man. It must be taken to the metal shrine to be destroyed. Sure. What are the chances I get any of this done? So yeah, it's $4,000 a month for a place like this in rent, which is ridiculous, but that's the going rate. The cheapest that we could find for something that's 4 bedroom, 2 bath is about $3,000 a month. That was the cheapest. So we're going above that, granted, but not terribly above that. And you know, the house goes for about 600,000. It's insane. It really is, because minimum wage around here is $10 an hour. So $10 an hour. How much to pay for a single bedroom? Once again, like that's $1,200 a month. Oh yeah, I can't see your name. I'm sorry. No drama whatsoever. 4 couples in one house. We're at Samyar. There you go. Yeah, no drama at all. Most people live in things like that, though. 2 bedroom, 2 bath means 4 people, 2 couples is usually how it goes. It's insane to me that that's how it works. But that's what we're looking at. Anywhere you go around here. And up there, I know one guy that lives in a 2 bedroom, 2 bath all by himself. And he's paying about $1,200 a month. Which is what I can get for like a studio apartment around here. So it's crazy how much of a difference there is. Apparently I'm out of lockpicks. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult for me. I can't go any further here. So this is clearly the best run that I've ever had in this game. Do I actually hurt myself? Oh, I can just keep doing it until it opens. Alright. I got a heal out of that, I take it. Alright, got that done. Let's just kick open some of these doors then. There we go. It's another Lutefisk statue. I don't have any more Lutefisk to give. Alright, come for me. There we go. Grab an emerald. First apartment was a garden level 2 bedroom 1.5 baths for $850, and it was kind of spendy at the time too. I wish. What's this? Monsters, I should have known. I've been able to find a place around here in one of the worst areas of town for $800 a month, and that was what's known as a bachelor's apartment. The bachelor's apartment is a studio apartment, except you don't get a kitchen either. It's basically a dorm room. I think it had its own bathroom, but I wasn't sure. $800 a month for that. 2004 downtown Minneapolis for $450 a month. Downtown Minneapolis, huh? $450 a month. It was still a 1 bedroom. Right? You got the bedrooms separate from everything else, right? $450 a month is not bad, especially for a downtown big city like that. Another side quest for me? The monstrous regiment Lord Dredmor's 92nd Company, the Saga of Ale, has recently claimed possession of the artifact Zuit, the mysterious sin. Too powerful for any man, it must be taken to the Metal Shrine to be destroyed. Yeah, $450 is not bad for a downtown place like that. It's crazy how much rent can actually be. Especially in a metropolis, so that does not surprise me that was a steal. Right, I see some monsters down here, but I don't know really where to go from here. Unless I just start kicking doors some more. Let's go kick some more doors. I'm not opening up that chest. Alright, let's head in. There we go. Leather belt. Do I have a belt this session? I don't. It's been a while. There was it doesn't surprise me there was a waiting list to get that. $450 a month for a single bedroom. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a buyer's market when we get up to Portland. That's one of the reasons that we're kind of looking, and we're looking to get up there soon. You got a parking spot too? How the hell? Just bash it. Alright, drink from the fountain. When you get into the water, everything seems so clear. Yeah, extra 100 for the parking, that's pretty standard. Alright. Things are looking up for me this run. There's a nice Nogpo, the Son of Cod pieces waiting for me. Haven't we seen the Son of Cod pieces before? Or did we see the God of Cod pieces? Alright, Electro Blobby. And the zombie. They're gonna go down.
Critical hits.
Alright, more adventuring pants. You can never have too many pants. Dwarven Boomerang. More side quests. The vile monster Argazom, the creation of gas lamps, has seized control of the dungeons. Alright, we'll take him out. If we find him. Oh, yeah. If you're too close to the stadiums, that's a problem. Jeez. On the door of the building? They piss on the door of the building. I mean, of course, men and women. I assume that this is, God, what did you guys call it? I assume it wasn't the new one, Target Field. The one before that. I want to say it was the Astrodome, but is that right? Or the Twins played. I have to think about it. It was definitely a dome. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Great. Things are not working out for me here. Have to actually... The Metrodome! There you go. That was not the best stadium. I'm not surprised you got rid of it, but you guys got saddled with a huge bill for that. For the Target Field. Three blocks, huh? Yeah, that's one of the things. Around here, we do have intense zoning laws that I don't see in other parts of the country. We do have those where there's no way you could open up a restaurant in a residential area around here. Like, you couldn't convert a house into a restaurant here. It just wouldn't work. You have to get a commercial space. And that's the thing. You guys are still paying for the Metrodome? You don't even use the Metrodome anymore. I shouldn't complain. Like, we're still paying for stuff here. We're getting, we got a thing called the Garden Walk here, where it was just like the shopping center. Alright, back here. Let's just dump stuff. Yeah, it's paid for. Jeez. Yeah, I hear that a lot with the stadiums, that if you get a big stadium, the whole town just pays for it and they never really see that money back. So that's not too surprising for me, but yeah, we had the Garden Walk. That was a big thing that they worked on here. It was basically a shopping center a couple blocks away from Disneyland, and they They tried to make it a huge deal, tried to get everybody to show up, but like the biggest selling point to it was that there was like a PF Chang's and a bubblegum shrimp there, so nobody went. Then we ended up paying for this large monstrosity called the Arctic, and it was supposed to be a train station, but the train doesn't actually stop there, so nobody knows what the point of it is. The only thing is that it was in an episode of True Detective. That was it. Yeah, once you get a sales tax, it never really goes away. They never take that away. I don't understand it. They're like, it's for this temporary project, and it never goes away. We have bridges around here that have tolls, and it's already been paid for to an island called Coronado, just off the coast of San Diego. And there's still the toll there to go to Coronado, even though the bridge has long been paid for. Super! Another monster zoo! Can I close it? I'm not going to be able to close this now, am I? Nope. Alright, let's move. Let's move! Alright, that's a spot. That's a spot for me. God. Alright, we're going to just have to deal with it here. If it's just the diggle, I can deal with the diggle. Alright, eat something. I can deal with this. There we go. Are you gonna come for me? Okay, we can deal with the monster zoo. There, just deal with it as you can. God, there's so much more down there. Eat some cheese. Alright, I aggroed a whole bunch there. Let's back off. Basically to there, because then I can just take on one at a time. Can I take on the construct, though? No, that's gonna be an issue. I can't take him out. I can do 1 crushing damage to him, but that is it. Can I put him to sleep? Alright, defensive bash. Alright, I did some damage there. Alright, I can do some of this stuff. Alright, I did some damage to him. I'm doing a little bit more than I was before. Alright, we got some things going for me. I think I can win this. Panuzuk, the Opera of Fruits, will go down. Alright, we got you. Are you gonna come for me? Just a zombie. Okay. There's just so many things here. Jeez. I think I aggroed everything in the room. How come he got to go twice like that? Alright. Yeah, Dredmor, it can be fun. It gets frustrating when you just get bad luck, right? Just every once in a while, something bad will happen, and there's not much you can do to prevent it from killing you. Here, I'm doing all right. This is the best run I've ever been on. It's probably still just an average run for a lot of people that have played the game before, though. All right, some things going for me. I haven't tried Tangle Deep, no. I don't think I've heard of that one. Hey, I got another level. That's not too surprising. Let's do psychokinetic shove. Let's see what we got. Alright, it's not too bad anymore. I don't have to run away to a sacred spot anymore. One more adventure and I can finally retire. Alright, let's go back to my spot again. There's just too much going after me here. Thou hast a terrible disease. They're after me. Alright, yeah, I'll have to look at Tangle Deep at some point. Yeah, I put a lot into the vote video on Patreon for this one, and it did win the vote. It was narrow. I said at the beginning I had to flip a coin to see which one it was going to be, and this one won. So, we're doing it. I don't think I have... well, I definitely don't have Tangle Deep, so can't necessarily just go straight into it. The one that I'm actually looking at maybe next is Shaq Fu 2, simply because I actually got it from the Kickstarter that I did like 4 years ago. They finally released it. It will probably be terrible, and that is the point. At least that's what I signed up for. I don't know how many people signed up for a good game, but I doubt they got one. I haven't been able to check it out. Haven't been able to see the reviews for it yet either, because it's just been a whole bunch of people that either give it 5 stars or 1 star. Just kind of the way of things online a lot. It's either the best thing or the worst thing. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah, Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. Yeah. Helped fund that on Indiegogo, and they finally released it. Jeez. Alright, I can actually go inside now. I'm not sure if there is a point to me actually doing this other than the experience and stuff. But we're gonna see if there's anything worthwhile in here that maybe they were guarding or something like that. Yeah, they raised just above one of their stretch goals. So I think it was 400,000, and like Shaq is actually behind it. And then they basically stopped updating the campaign for a year at a time. And so I figured I just lost the money that they ran off with it. But sure enough, like Kotaku or something like that actually gave the release date before they told me. And then I got an email just randomly from them saying which version did I want. Alright, I got a bloody reward for it. What did I get here? Mlafrung Mathematical Tonic. It's a belt. It's slightly better than my belt. Yeah, it helps. So, yeah, I'll be checking out Shaq Fu 2 at some point. Shaq Fu 1 is actually one of my more popular videos, and I'm not sure why. Just randomly people wanted to see Shaq Fu and wanted me to play it drunk and yell at it. So I'll be doing that maybe again. It could be a good game, though. That's the problem. I don't know. I don't know with Shaq Fu yet. What do we got here? An ostentatious tunic. Is there a mob bonnet? I should have seen that one. Bituminous coal. I needed that for something. Yeah, don't underestimate the appeal of Shaq. I know, especially around here, a ton of people just absolutely love Shaq. They don't care that he left us for a long time. I believe it is still in beta, but they called it an official release and they sent it to me. So I assume that it's close to done, but they just told me that it was done and sent it to me. But then I downloaded it and it was in beta. So I think it's still in beta, but they really have been terrible about giving me any sort of information. They did actually give it out for free if you pre-ordered like NBA Playgrounds or something like that, which was their attempt to make NBA Jam again. And I saw somebody play it, so I can say that it was bad. It was not a good game. But if you pre-ordered that, you got Shaq Fu 2 for free, which is not nice for a game that I have to help fund. But that's the marketing strategy that they had for the game. So I definitely want to check that out. Anything in there? A little bit of a lathe. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me the NBA Playground was in a humble bundle. Humble bundle even. It was not good. But sports games, they're still the most popular games out there. It's one of the topics that I was thinking about for the podcast was popularity versus quality. And I was definitely going to bring up that sports games are the most popular games out there. It's Madden, it's FIFA, and then it's a racing game that I never got into called Forza Horizon. Alright, another side quest for me. You must use the item Zuzar, the awkward philosophy on the eyeball shrine. Only then can Lord Dredmor's servant Frokfro, the drinker of dragons, be summoned and defeated. Really could use some lockpicks at this point. Yeah, NBA Playgrounds, I saw a couple people play it. It was definitely trying to be NBA Jam or NBA Hang Time, and it was just not as good. Actually, one of my more popular videos is not very well liked. It's me drunkenly playing NFL Street because I treat it like it was a bad game because it's not good, but inventory is full again. Just leave them. I don't need that anymore. There we go. Gran Turismo on the PlayStation, that was the rave. Yeah, they would sit and race for forever. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, Forza Horizon is actually like the most popular game on every version of every PlayStation ever made. And that's something that boggles my mind. Of all of the PlayStation games out there, Forza Horizon is the most popular. I'm not sure I can handle this right now. Am I stuck? No, I can go. Alright. then the genie can't get me, right? That's the idea. No, he can still stand on that spot and not be warped, apparently. Oh, hit him! I don't know why he wasn't hitting him. Alright. Genie, not too difficult. Yeah, I loved playing the Mario Kart games. Those were usually my favorites. Buttercrust and I kind of have this thing going. He says that he's never beaten me in Mario Kart 64. And I don't know if that's true, to be honest with you, but it sounds right. So he's kind of always had this thing out. Anytime I come over lately, he busts out the 64. He's done it a couple times now, just like, I'm going to beat you at it, and then he couldn't do it. Whackfest was just released last week. A lot of fun for a crash 'em up driving game. You know, the one that I always think of is Twisted Metal. Just kind of a battle royale style game. Yeah, I'm gonna need more health here. Yeah, putting the lockpicks on the ground got to me. Alright, let's head back to the pocket dimension. Alright, what do I got in my inventory? Can I... Yeah, you can't actually eat here. Alright. Just start dropping stuff again. Yeah, the Twisted Metal franchise, I loved it, but I was terrible at it. And people wanted to remind me of that when I finally did play it. Just, oh, it's so bad. But yeah, that was a style of game that I feel like should come back. Beaming Drive. Yeah, I haven't heard of a lot of these games. Apparently I'm not keeping up with the indie scene as well as I should. But a lot of the games that are coming out now, if you want a good quality game, you're going to need to do something with the indie scene, because the AAA games just haven't been as good as they should have been. Alright, crude stone axe. A lot of this I'm just going to have to end up leaving behind. Everything is smashes and breaks on its own. That's interesting. You don't see that too often. Can I just go in? Thank you. Alright, another construct. Let's drag him away so I can hit him. Alright, no real issues here. Oh, except I never did heal. Alright. Yeah, the whole point of kind of one of those racing games is to be multiplayer. If you're not doing multiplayer, it's not going to be as good of a game. Alright, bolt, bolt, bolt. I'm just gonna have to start leaving stuff behind. Alright, that's a ring. Can I open up the ring? There we go. Alright, I got room for it. The Castle of Rhinestones. Finding a ton of stuff. This just keeps going. Just keeps going. Aluminum tube. I could need that for something. Alright, this isn't going so well for me here. Alright. Gonna have to eat again. Can I survive this now? I know. Things aren't going back. Aren't going so well. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Why did I step on that? Alright, let's not disarm that one. An apple. That'll be good for me. Eat something else. More Pilsner. What do we have in here? Another nth dimensional lathe. We'll have to sort that out. Voltaic potion. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point for me. I've been going for quite a while here. I think that is going to do it for today's stream. I've been ballerscuba. I'm joined as always by ballerscuba. I got joined by a couple rubies, but they didn't make it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did and you want to help vote for the next one, you can check it out on Patreon. You can follow me on Twitter and, of course, YouTube. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream, and I hope to see you guys for the next one. Thanks for watching.